And coverage you can count on continues with today's headlines. Let's get right to it. The electrocution death of 12-year-old Melquan Robinson at Fleming Park in Augusta has sparked outrage and calls for change. Pastor Angela Harden held a town hall meeting at the Bernie Ward Community Center so the public can be face-to-face with some of the city leaders. Augusta Mayor Hardy Davis says that the power to the outside fields of Bernie Ward Community Center have been turned off until the issue has been resolved. A North Augusta boat ramp is closed after the body was discovered in a car in the Savannah River. A paddle boater noticed the vehicle Friday near Hammond's Ferry boat ramp. The person inside has not been identified. Public safety says the car was not stolen and foul play is not suspected. A woman is dead after a Friday morning fire at Pinnacle Place Apartments off Tobacco Road. The victim is identified as Lois Davis. A deputy coroner says that Davis was pulled from the fire by a Richmond County deputy. She died in the emergency room. Firefighters are still working to determine the cause of that fire. In news across America, chaos interrupted a performance of Hamilton in San Francisco Friday night. Police say during the performance, a woman had a medical emergency, and it happened at the same time that gunfire was heard during a duel scene of the play on stage. Audience members tied the events together in error, leading to the confusion and self-evacuation. Police say that 3 people were injured and the show did not continue. A gunman opened fire inside a warehouse in the Chicago suburb of Aurora, Illinois. 5 people were killed, 5 police officers injured. Here's ABC's Maggie Rulli with the details.
Aurora has an active shooter situation. 1 officer is reported down at this time, active shots being fired.
At least 5 people have been killed after a gunman opened fire inside this warehouse in the suburbs of Chicago.
My heart goes out to the victims and their families who simply went to work today like any other day.
Reports of an active shooter began coming in at about 2 in the afternoon, with dozens of employees trapped inside the Henry Pratt building in Aurora, Illinois.
What I saw was the guy running down the aisle and with a pistol and with a laser on it.
Witnesses say the suspected shooter was a colleague.
The shooter is identified as Gary Martin. He is a 45-year-old man, and we believe he was an employee of the company. We know that he was a 15-year veteran, and information that we have indicates that he was being terminated today.
Officers racing to the scene are immediately fired on.
The scene is not secure.
At least 5 police officers are wounded.
Aurora officers, along with officers from Naperville Police Department, ultimately confronted the offender inside the building, at which time he fired at them. The officers returned fire, killing the offender.
APD confirmed that the suspect is down.
It's a shame that a cold and heartless offender would be so selfish as to think he has the right to take an innocent life. But we as society cannot allow these horrific acts to become commonplace.
The president has been briefed on the shooting and tweeted out his heartfelt condolences to the victims and their families. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
And after the break is National Pancake Month, and we have a chef here to show you how it's done.